Hello everybody, welcome to Sir Chua's Accounting Lessons PH. Let's solve problems on capital budgeting. Ang ating pong handout ay nasa description box. Yung link po niya nasa description box. So paki-download po para meron po kayong kopya ng ating gagamiting problems for this video's discussion. So ang isosolve po natin today ay mga problems ng net present value at saka po payback period. Pero may konting twist yung first problem kasi ang pinapahanap sa atin is to achieve the internal rate of return. Ano daw po ang dapat na selling price? So medyo may twist po siya na kailangan po nating dumaan sa income statement na manggagaling sa capital budgeting analysis. Sige po, doon po tayo sa ating first problem. Minji Company is currently evaluating the feasibility of introducing a new product line. Well, the initial na iniisip nilang selling price is 100 pesos for annual sales volume of 20,000 units. Ang variable production cost po nila ay 60 and they must acquire specialized equipment with an acquisition cost of 1,500,000. So that would be our initial investment to cover. 5 years ang depreciation, no residual value, straight line depreciation. Meron din po tayong fixed cost in terms of the annual cash operating expenditures na 20,000. So, bali, parang ang dating, ang fixed cost natin dito, yung depreciation mo na 5 years ng 1,500,000 at saka yung 20,000 annual cash operating expenditures. Tax rate is 40% and then the required rate of return is 12% and we are also being given of the present value factors that is useful for our calculation. Assuming that the projected annual sales volume of 20,000 units is reliable and will remain constant, acknowledging uncertainty surrounding the unit selling price, determine the minimum selling price per unit required for the project to achieve 12% IRR. Okay, paano po ba natin kinukuha yung net present value? Diba? That is again, your present value of future cash flows minus your initial investment. Diba? And that would eventually give you your net present value. Tapos, the problem tells you that they want to achieve yung 12% IRR, 12% IRR. Tapos, gagamitan natin ng konting konsepto. Hindi po ba, if we achieve this, at a certain point, NPV is equals to 0 when we are at our IRR, So, when we achieve that IRR, your net present value is 0, So, parang ang dating, yung ating analysis would be like this. Dahil ang gusto nating i-achieve ay magkano yung selling price para ma-achieve po natin yung 12% IRR na yan. Dahil tayo po ay under the IRR percentage itself. And at IRR, your NPV is 0. So your NPV would then be 0. Now, the problem tells you that the acquisition cost is 1,500,000. So lalagay ko dito, your initial investment is 1,500,000. Automatically, dahil po ang NPV mo ay 0 at yung initial investment mo ay 1,500,000, so ito po ang magiging equivalent na present value of future cash flows, 1,500,000. So parang dating pabalik po tayo sa selling price. Okay. Now, given this, paano po ba natin kinukuha to at normal calculation? Yung ating pong annual cash flow, di ba, minumultiply natin sa present value factors niya. And then, ina-add natin together para makuha po itong present value total ng future cash flow. So, ang gagawin natin is galing dito sa 1,500,000. So, present value of future cash flows natin na 1,500,000. Ibabalik natin sa annual cash flow. Ngayon, the problem tells you that the present value annuity factor for 5 years is 3.60478. So, i-divide ko uli ito dun sa 3.60478. Okay? Ang makukuha natin dito yung annual CF. Okay? So, i-divide ko ngayon. Nasaan ang kalkyo ko? Ito siya. Okay. So, i-divide ko ngayon. So, 1,500,000 divided by 3.60478. Ang ating pong annual cash flow ay 416,114. Yan. Kaso, annual cash flow. Yan. So, magsa-start na tayong mag-work back, no? So, tapos na ako dito. No? 416,114, i-work back na natin para makabalik ng income statement. Dahil tayo ay babalik ng income statement, kung annual CF po ito na 416,114, tandaan po natin cash flow po yan. So, kailangan mong tanggalin yung effect ng depreciation. So, magkano po ba depreciation natin? Kasi kung 1,500,000 yung asset, tapos 5 years, so 300,000, no? 300,000 yung annual depreciation. Ang annual cash flow ay, di ba, para makuha yan, nire-re-add natin yung depreciation kasi non-cash expense nga siya para makuha yung cash flow. So, gagawin mo dito, minus mo yung depreciation. Okay? So, ile-less natin, less depreciation expense. No? Ile-less natin siya yung mismong 300,000. Okay? So, ano yung lalabas dito sa dalawang to? Kasi kung ang annual cash flow mo ay 416,114, and then ang, dahil nire-re-add nga natin yan for cash flow calculation purposes, di ba? Kasi non-cash expense siya. E tatanggalin uli natin. So, ano po ito? Net income after tax. Okay? Which is, so minus ko siya, 116,114. Eh, kaso nga, babalik tayo ng income statement. Eh, after tax to. May sinabi ba sa problem na tax rate? Meron po. Corporate tax rate of 40%. So, this represents 60%. So, ang gagawin mo, before tax mo uli siya, i-divide mo ng 60%. And you will get your net income before tax. Okay? So, 116,114 divided by 0.6. This gives you a net income before tax of 193,523. Ngayon, gagawa ka ng income statement. Pero yung sinabi sa problem na variable production cost, 60. So parang nakaano tayo dito, no, suma total, variable costing income statement. So ang gagawin mo, your variable costing income statement na ginagawa natin, so sales minus variable cost, CM minus fixed cost, net income before tax. Eh nakuha na natin yung before tax. So, ito na ilalagay ko dito. 193,523. Di ba meron po akong binanggit kanina na dalawa na fixed cost? Di ba? Yung ating pong annual depreciation worth 300,000 at yung sinabi dito na cash operating expenditures, no? Operating expenditures na 20,000. So, parang meron kang total fixed cost na 320,000. Yung fixed cost na yan, ay ilalagay ko dito. 320,000. Makakakuha tayo ng CM. Okay? So, 193,523. Add back 320,000. You'll get a CM of 513,523. Okay? Tapos, may sinabi dito na projected annual sales volume na 20,000 units. O, babalik ka na ng parang ginagawa mo sa ano? Yung sa mga madadaling lesson natin sa MS, no? CVP analysis. So, i-divide mo to ng 20,000 units. Makukuha mo CM per unit. Okay? So, 513,523 divided by 20,000 units. This is 25.68. Ano po itong 25.68? This is your CM per unit. Okay? CM per unit po ito. Tapos may binigay sa problem na variable cost na 60. So work back ka, pataas, no? So 25.68 plus 60 ang lalabas na selling price ay 85.68, and the problem tells you to round the final answer to the nearest peso. So our final answer would be 86 pesos. Yan. Okay? So yan po ang ating sagot sa ating unang problem, 86 pesos to achieve an IRR of 12% to get a net present value of 0. Second problem naman po tayo, sabi dito, so the company is considering the purchase of a special purpose bottling machine. Initial investment, 2,800,000. 7 years, zero terminal disposal price. Computin na natin yung depreciation kasi kailangan natin yan. So, 2,800,000 divided by 7. Tandaan po ninyo, annual depreciation, 400,000. Okay? Tapos, ito po yung savings in cash operating cost. So, yung ating pong mga before tax savings, nakalista po dyan from year 1 to 7. Rate of return is 16%. And then, tax rate is 40%. Pinag-compute po tayo ng payback period tsaka net present value. Ang parehong panggagalingan ng ating calculation for payback period and net present value, yung ating pong cash flows, annual cash flow. So, i-compute natin yung annual cash flows. Okay? So, pag kinompute yung annual cash flow, gagawin mo, di ba? So, year 1 to 7. For year 1, this is 1,400,000. Ididiretso mo, isa-shortcut method natin. Ididiretso mo, so if the tax rate is 40%, so this will be 60%. Okay? So 1,400,000 times 0.6, that gives you 840,000. For year 2, that is 1,100,000. Multiply natin ng 60%. So 1,100,000 times 0.6 is 660,000. Year 3 naman po natin is 800,000. So 60% po niyan, 480,000. Okay? Year 4 naman po natin is 600,000 in savings. After tax is 360,000. Year 5 po natin is 400,000. At 60%, so 400,000 times 0.6 to 40,000. And then year 6 and 7 pareho naman po, 300,000. Both of them after tax, 60%. Okay, which gives you 180,000. Tapos, ang shortcut po natin, para mo ko yung cash flow, ang i-add po natin, depreciation tax savings. So, computin po muna natin yung ating DTS, no? Depreciation tax savings. Magkano po annual depreciation natin? 2,800,000 divided by 7. Kinumpute ko din uli, 400,000. Yung annual depreciation mo, 400,000, i-multiply mo dun sa tax rate mo na 40%. Yan po yung tinatawag nating depreciation tax savings, no? So, 400,000 times 0.4, it's 160,000. So, sa lahat ng ito, i-add po natin yung ating depreciation tax savings na 160,000. Para makuha po natin 4, 5, 6, 7. Makukuha po natin yung annual CF po natin, or annual cash flow. So, 840 plus 160, 1 million. Okay? Next, 660 plus 160, 820,000. Next, 480 plus 160, 6, tama ba? Nasaan ako? 480 plus 160, 640. Next, 360 plus 160, 520. Next, 240 plus 160, 400. O, yun last, pareho lang. 180 plus 160, 340. Pwede na po tayo mag-compute muna ng payback period galing dito sa ating annual cash flow kasi hindi mo naman yan siya i-present value. Okay? So, year 0, yung mismong initial investment natin, 2,800,000. First year cash flow, 1 million. So, this is 1,800,000. Second year cash flow, 820,000. So this is 980,000 pang ubusin natin. Third year, 640,000. So this is 340,000. And year 4 po natin is 520. So this is now positive 180. Okay? So saan po tayo nagkaroon? So between 3 and 4 po tayo, di ba? So 3 plus 340 over 520. This is, so try natin, 340 divided by 520 plus 3. Yun, 3.65. So 3.65 years ang ating payback period. Sagutin na natin yung pangalawa, yung atin naman pong net present value. So magko-compute tayo ng present value ng ating cash flow. So ito po siya, no, yung annual CF po natin. Binigay naman yung table for year 1 to 7. So kukopihin ko muna. So multiply nyo sa 0.86207 times 0.74316 064066 55229 47611 41044 and lastly 0.35383. Okay? So let's do the math first to get your present value of cash flows. 1 million times 0.86207. 862,070. Next, 820,000 times 0.74316. Okay. 609,391. Nagra-round off na lang po ako. 640,000 times 0.64066. This gives you 410,022. Next, 520,000 times 0.55229. 287,191. Next, 400,000 times 0.47611. This is 190,444. Next, 340,000 times 0.41044. This is 139,550. Then lastly, 340,000 times 0.35383. 120,302. Okay? Ito na po yung present value ng ating cash flows from year 1 to 7. This is the present value of future cash flows. 826,070 plus 609,391 410,022 287,191 190,444 139,550 120,302. Yun. 2,618,970 minus our initial investment of 2,800,000. So this is our net present value. So as we can see it, i-reject natin yung project kasi negative ang NPV. 181,030. Okay? Therefore, under NPV, dahil negative, reject the project. Okay, so yan po ang ating problems for capital budgeting under payback period and the calculation of net present value. Maraming salamat po and have a great day. God bless po.